what is the truth? That you are eternal, you are infinite, and you are immortal. And if you are none of these, there is no point in any satsang or doing anything. Because what is the point? When you are not there, what for we are doing all this? This is an open secret. If anywhere in the world a seeker is ready, it's his duty to send a guru or send him to the guru. It's today truth. Anybody can verify. He can go and sit in a corner and close his room. This is my guarantee, I am saying it. Somebody will knock there. Or he will have to feel like open the door and go somewhere. When you become the way you are, you should be, then it is like you are hiding inside the eternity.
Of late, I started to think about my death, and I also tend to visualize such scenarios. I always have this constant fear of death, and multiple times you have clarified that there is no thing called death. Why is this visualization coming sometime, Guruji?
Yes. Anything, more so disease and death. So generally disease people do not have, if say everything is going well, they do not. If anything, a little bit thing happens to the body, then disease also comes to mind. What all has happened, what all can happen. This is natural, there is nothing. Only thing is when your consciousness rises, then you bounce back very fast. The thought will come, and then because you have accustomed to being in tune with truth, that so you bounce back fast. What is the truth? That you are eternal, you are infinite, and you are immortal. And if you are none of these, there is no point in any satsang or doing anything. Because what is the point? When you are not there, what for we are doing all this? So these are, I am giving example that how you bounce back. So how fast your dots get connected. Any time anything hits, so it is. Now why these come? Maybe somebody talking about it. Maybe that thought is somewhere, not necessarily within you, maybe around you. Somebody, so something has done it, and it somebody has spoken. That also a fact. But more and more you are in practice, you keep becoming in tune with the truth. We say in Hindi, कोई चीज लगना, ऐसा लगा. Then you start knowing it, जानना चाहते. What is it? Then in course of knowing, when you come to know, then फिर आप मान लेते हो, this is like this. So this so many times we have spoken about it, that any doubt, if suppose you go much deeper and you bring some new doubt, then it makes sense. Otherwise I am saying this is the trajectory, that you realize your immortality. Once you realize, and if you stay put, then you know your expansion, infinity, how infinite you are. And then you know the eternity. So then when this is clear, to clear to your intelligence, that yes, it can happen only this way. There is no alternative there. So then whenever any idea is coming, that means it is coming in your mind. It's not coming from intelligence, because intelligence got settled. It knew. उसको लगा नहीं है खाली, उसने जान लिया. It's come to know this, जान लिया, because I am saying from intelligence. Intelligence, what does it do? It does reasoning. So you have done your reasoning well. If you are going much deeper in your reasoning, in your understanding, now my reasoning is much more clear, and this I could not settle. Then you come in satsang and ask, this is what you think. But if it is settled in mind, in intelligence, yes, this can happen only this way. There is no other way, because for that we have given a number of times. This question comes, I have to give the same answer, because there is no answer other than that you exist, Why do you put a value that these many years or these many million years? Who is pressurizing you, put this value? So that, because that defies the definition. Definition is pure, clear, it is coming from reasoning. So people reasoned a lot. It is not that all our knowledge, that's why knowledge is called eternal. No other name. If you go anywhere other than saying Sanatan or eternity, you are case for getting deluded. This is only eternal knowledge, nothing else. अध्यात्म ज्ञान नित्यत्वम तत्व ज्ञानार्थ दर्शनम एतद् ज्ञानम इति ज्ञानम अज्ञानम यततो अन्यथा. So clear. What is the knowledge? That is defined that this is the knowledge. Adhyatma Gyan Nityatvam. That you are there continuously there. Tattva Gyan. You want to know it essentially what it is? Then Darshanam. Uske liye you have to do. Etad Gyanam iti proktam ajnanam yaktam. Yahi Gyan hai, aisa hi hai. Whatever else is, that is ignorance. Some degree of knowledge might be there, but it is not the knowledge. So this is settled knowledge that there is no death. Only transformation is happening. So you see from whichever subject, whichever lens you apply, that lens has a limitation. That is why they are saying Adhyatma alone is free from lens. Because here lens is same, goal is same, you are same, everything is eternity, one word. So there is no duality left. So you come to know that no, reasoning is saying it can be only this way, there is no other way. All else you can define, you are saying yes, everybody passes away, what is the point in it? Now, when can it happen? Anytime when the job is over, anytime. Even sitting now, one of us may just go like that. It is just like that. So what? This is how the nature of things is. That when intelligently it is settled, then you should become thrilled and happy. That whatever you have got now, this is precious, what you do in this duration. Are you wasting your time or putting it in the right order where it should be? Because there is duration given to you. What makes time duration? Because it is a limited in terms of body. So it makes it okay. Body lasts for some time. That is known to everyone. Why we are looking for anything into that? We should accept it as it is and then cooperate with it. So it should not be seen as a negative. If any thought of death or anything is coming, only thing is you bounce back. That is there any point in? Because it will make you gloomy and body conscious. See, it is like ascertaining your own falling. Something which is not real, you are so much value if you give it more than real. Then where you should give value, obviously there you will not be in a position to give. So why these are coming? So many reasons. And it is good, it's not bad, anything negative in it. It comes, it's okay. It comes, it prompts you. If you are taking it right perspective, then you become, oh, this is how life is. At least sometimes we should remember this. Not as a practice, it automatically comes, and then at that time you do reason, it is like that, so we should value over life, value over relationship, everything. Why should maximum we should be the way we should be. When you become the way you are, you should be, then it is like you are hiding inside the eternity. And so that becomes your protective cover. Then you are free. Why people are saying so much about Ram? Because it is so human in character, yet divine, that if you enter into it, you are free. Wherever you are visible outside, there only world is. Otherwise, he has lived every relationship so perfectly that anywhere you say, that Ram ne aisa kiya, I perfectly fit into this relationship. So you are free. Because he has put himself there as a cover. So that stays as a continuity. That is why it is eternal. So not changing. It's like that. So remembering is not negative, and why it comes, very many reasons are there. And it should be taken positively and bounce back happily. Then this is it. If it brings in remorse, then do more practice so that you're less and less you think of bodily consciousness. See, body is there, but why to give it that much importance? As much should not be given. Give it only as much as should be given, because this is, we say, no, Sharir khalu dharma sadhanam. This body is surely for the dharma, to uphold the dharma.
Guruji, this jhana part of the intelligence, that is like understanding or the experiencing part?
Both are there. Once you understand, then you are a ready case for experiencing. Because it's like becoming free. Something you have now, you don't want to come below that. Something you have come to know whenever you are sitting in meditation, that yahan tak to humne jaan hi liya. So if anything is coming below that, then you again try to go on a higher plane. Ki ye to humne pata hi hai. This I don't want to roam again in the same field. So that is practice. Through practice, you learn to go beyond that. Ki, somebody do prayer. Some ways people have automatically that comes to them. This is the way. So they go shoot higher for that. And no, this reasoning I have already crossed, so this is not needed. Then yes, both ways. In fact, all the antahakaran, all these four will keep working. Mind, intelligence, ego, and memory for your knowing, and they only when they are settled, sometimes you get some experience. This is like this. Experience is that when again you come to the world, you forget. Very difficult to remember. You feel and then you experience there and then it is gone. Because maximum people are not doing that. That vibration many are not catching. That is why people see thousands years before somebody said, now people are making sense of it. A few are realizing, oh, thousands years back somebody has said like this. And now it is making more sense. Tulsi, today we are saying make the Ramcharitmanas Rashtriya Granth. That time, what was the condition? You were sitting alone under a tree. No, Pandit Jis were saying, "Kya likh ke aa gaye?" Hindi mein. So this is the case. One audience was not there. He says, "Swanta Sukha Tulsi Raghunath Gatha." We don't remember because vibration is not there. Many people are reaching to that level. But yet people are trying because there is no way. Anybody, one day all have to get liberated. There is no alternative. That's why we say Sangachaddam. You have to move together because this is the reality. But people are knowing or not knowing. That is the only difference. Knowing and not knowing is the difference. What else is there? Once you know, then you are free. And until you don't know, you are into world and you are suffering.
More than death, it is also the disease, the suffering that actually causes more fear than the actual death. Like you become dependent physically on somebody or something.
It has to be known by its real name. First, when something is there, you visualize that situation. It is not a fear. It is being dependent on somebody. That somebody else I will be dependent. My freedom will be curtailed and I will not be doing as I ought to do or as I would want to do. Suppose somebody is, God forbid, bedridden. And now for everything that person is depending on others. So we don't want that. Neither we want that somebody should, I so long as I am there, I should be in a position to contribute. That is the inherent thing and that is what it should be. You should make a positive thought like that I should be like that. If other way something happens, you should be ready to accept. Acceptance, that's why key word in Sahaj Smriti Yoga is acceptance. Accept it right away. What has happened? Despite you doing everything. See, that's what I say, words have an uncanny capability of saying just the opposite what we mean. And the whole Gita is written like that. You can make just the opposite meaning. What is now because you are accustomed to taking it and this is what it means, this is what it means. You can just do the reverse also. So many ways you can read. Higher texts are like that. They don't have one meaning. They have as many meanings as you are open. Infinite meanings, in fact. How, which way you see. Because they start. Because words have no meaning of their own. How, from where you are seeing, they make their meaning to you. So, this is when people fight over text or something, it sounds so foolish. But that is their job. So, in this case, this is how we have to, this acceptance that despite doing our best, we should do our best, think very positively that I should be nice, as like a promise. All our, if you see Vedic hymns, they are prayers, wishful prayers. Aisa ho, let the people of world be happy. Sarve bhavantu sukhna, sabhi sukhi ho. What is it? You are making a wish, very deep wish, that it should be like this. Call it a desire, wish, prayer. It will depend. As I say, words have no meaning. Kitne gehre bhav se, with what intensity you have done that. That's only makes a difference. So same thing. Otherwise, how will you say that this is desire and this is wish? So you say no, action I put behind it, so it becomes that. So that is action then. If you have a desire and you work for it, then that becomes a kriya. So things keep changing according to your action. So here we are saying that we make a prayer, or whatever you want to call it. That I should be in a position to give all the time. Within yourself, not outside you are shouting. That becomes ego and counterproductive. So you want to be like that. But unfortunately, something happens. Then you should be in a position to accept also. And you should be open for that. Never ever such statement be made, मैं तो सबको ऐसे अच्छा ही करता रहूँगा या करती रहूँगी. Anything can happen. You don't know. Because this is how the nature of the world is. See, if it was, even I say, because where from it, you have to take the world as a leela, play. If you forget this, then you will not enjoy anything. Because this is the case, that is even today's question, this has come. That this is how it is. If you take it as a leela, suppose you play, simple words, why you are more simple, play. So if you are playing a game and you already know the result, would you like to play that kind of game? You enjoy a game because you don't know. Other may also win, you may also win. This is a simple game. What all can happen, where all depends on the game, which game we are playing. So you enjoy it being, but at the end of the day, it's a play. This is how world has to be seen. Because it is like that. How else you will describe? So many times everything is, today you are playing this role in this body, tomorrow some other role you never knew. Where from you have come, you are just another terrain and doing something else. Why? How? Because you are eternal. Because this is the limit of human intelligence. It tells you, it lends you, if you are thinking right way, doing things, it will give you the same result. Anyone, anywhere. Until and unless you are caught in a belief. So problem is belief. See, sometime these religions were made to help us. Because we were so dumb. Now that job is over, no, we're still hanging with the tool. Because some people have developed vested interest into it. Now they will, how will they tell that this is my business? Others are not knowing, so fear and temptation, two things. All religions are running onto that. So if the people become little courageous and really see what is it really, then there is nothing. They say, oh, I was caught in this. So Always keep this positive promise, but ready to accept. Because if so many times negative thoughts coming, then it's a kind of investment happening. That we should be wary of. Because more than acceptance, nothing is in your hands. How positively you can do even while others are serving, it's okay. See, both ways. So if you go that settle when positive things begin to sound negative. Because I want to serve. So somebody has to be debilitated for you to serve. So this is not, it should be taking right perspective. That's what we are doing. For others are only accepting. We will be also be accepted in that mode. Main things we already know. There's in this Mrityu Lok, nobody has stayed safe. everyone has to leave this and go where it is. What is leaving? I mean, your accumulation, we say it, you see, called Granthi generally. And it says, real, if you see, so then what you see is जड़ चेतनाई ग्रंथि पड़ गई यद्यपि मृषा छूटत कठिनाई. It is between jada means it's not non-life or chetan conscious. He says that they got knotted, which is a untruth. But there is no knot in fact. But over here somewhere he is not. So it takes time to untie that. That's all. See, not hai. If you see it positively, then only it works right way. So that once it is clear, so everything is otherwise what has come to sky will go into sky. All story we know. What has come to water will go water. What is earth will go to earth. What is fire, air, everything goes in it because it is come from there. So what is you in it? Nothing. So fear is for what? Because एक तो है कि लोगों को कष्ट से problem and that there will be pain. When you something is happening to somebody, accident or disease, something, they have experience of pain. So then ये तो सच है, ये होता है. So for that we say कि you do your karma best, the way should be done. And what comes after that, accept and it is because we don't say such things is because nothing is this uncertainty. So even today that has come that I have written in very rare people are who enjoy uncertainty. Anand, they are blissed out in uncertainty. Oh, how good it is that it is uncertain. If something is certain, then there is nothing, it's a given. You don't enjoy it. Any result you know already, so uncertainty is such a bliss. That look how it is uncertain, nothing you can do. Because you know yourself as eternal being. So uncertainty becomes your enjoyment. That's what you have to do. So that becomes a curiosity, so many things. So ये जो pain का है, so that has to be seen positively. अगर आप life ढंग से देखो, you have not suffered that much. You means everyone. Mostly we have lived a life, a good few moments come, maybe sometime, okay. That time, in that also, see if you are too much into remembrance, you may not feel that much pinch of pain also. That is also there. So many people have experienced this and they have reported this. So it is also a documented fact that even if they are undergoing certain problems, they did not really suffer much. Some really didn't suffer at all, some didn't suffer much, depending on sadhana. It varies because it is sadhana. So in that way, with positivity, all these things, and acceptance, humility, these things will go. That is how we should not give them too much importance. Otherwise, we weave that vibration around us. Always try to stay in this. There's nothing like this is happening. All things are happening in the right direction, going, and everything will be fine. Then everything will be fine. This is how it is. Positivity has, this is a very subtle vibration. Positivity, it creates a cycle of its own. That's why in all circumstances we say have a stay happy. And possibly these are the things we say, because you can stay happy when you are in that state, that really you are eternal. Then what can happen to you? Because anything, that's why the poor gentleman things like this come, because you have kept something. Otherwise, it will touch you are not interested. So then things go easily. Otherwise, this birth and birth, they, even if birth happened, that also if it is happening with zero karma, almost zero karma, then also good, not that bad. So this happens when you have no attachment left. Right? If anything, because you, why you take birth, because you have some due, something is left. No, abhi mujhe ye karna tha.
Sometimes when meditation goes very deep in trance, and sometimes when meditation is not that great.
Yes.
It's not as deep as I thought it would be. Sometimes I get answers about how to go about doing my office work during meditation. Are these normal, Guruji? Are there any key indicators of good meditation?
Okay. Yes, these are normal things, because the meditation is also a means, it is not your goal. It's a tool. These variations keep on happening. What he is saying. Only thing is, all these are very normal. What is, sometimes you may go deep, sometimes you are already on surface. All these are very normal. Why? Because it is a means. So something depending on so many things. Done that cleaning and everything, how much you are ready for that kind of, when you are sitting in every way, mentally, physically, all planes, how you are ready till the point of transcendence comes. So that variation is, another is need based. That time it is not needed that you go somewhere deep. And answers you need, yes, they get, you get. So indication, this is the question. What part is that? Is there any indication for something to tune that it is going higher? Yes, if all the time we find more and more intense ourselves in remembrance and what is our truth, we come back very soon to that, because deflection happens. That's a real problem. If we are always in remembrance, then there is nothing needs to be done, no meditation, nothing needs to be done. Everything is over. But when this is not the case, then that's what I'm saying, deflection happens. So if we bounce back quickly to our natural state of remembrance, of connecting our dots wherever we are, whatever stage, and ready enthusiastically to move up. These are the indications that you come back soon to your natural understanding, so far what you have developed, and ready to move further. If in that time, no, you are not, what you have come to understand, if you are going below that again, that you need much cleaning and some practice. You have to think where I am, alignment is only one of these will be missing, either moderation or regulation or alignment, no fourth thing. In practice, this is that. Alignment is when in your understanding something is missing that you cannot solve. It is not that lyrically you are finding that no question is there, but answer is not clear. So you go to the Guru and sit in satsang and clear that. That is one way of looking at alignment. Anywhere, anything missing, that this is causing me trouble, fixing that is an alignment. How are we seeing? And when we are going, that we are seeing that we are part of the Guru in every sense. We are in Guru. We are part of that. We are always there. So that alignment. As what? As soul. We are that. Because soul is only one. So by that relationship, you are there. So that alignment, is that missing in any way? So that comes if we are seeing anything lacking in a guru. That's why we say here in our path very clearly that if we see any duality, that will manifest in us. It is very difficult. That's why it is difficult sadhana. Because it is easy to bring a statue and consider it a god. Because it's not going to speak. You only go and speak. But if you make somebody living person, then he is every way like you know. Every weakness you see in yourself, you can see there also. So it becomes very difficult. But there is nothing more fruitful than this. Because this is the real thing. So that is why the alignment that we do every way alignment, that first thing is that we do not see. We become like, not, it is not the insulation, mind my words. No, I am not supposed to see. It is not like that you aankhein phad ke dekho, you see wholly, but still you should not be in a position to see. So usme if something is missing, that you get corrected with question, answer, and that's all. Sitting in meditation, whatever is needed, wherever. Sometimes you have question, you just sit in meditation, it is clear. That is also an alignment. So alignment is becoming free. That what is my understanding, what is my conception, in that way. Because so long as mind runs, all four parts. See, Smriti we can say little different. All these three are there, keep go haywire. Mind will run. If it is not become clean, it will keep going here and there. Intelligence, if it is not sharp, if it is anything other than that relationship makes its impact on it, it will be driven by that. Your logic will start running by that. So this is natural. Generally in life, we see this is how it is happening. So the same thing is true for ego also. If your relationship is not there, then you're maybe moved by your ego. Somewhere it is hurt, so alignment is missing. So everywhere alignment means where you cease to be right way. Only in that relationship you stay. That because that is there and as a part I am there, my only role is to realize that this is really like this and I want to experience it deeper. Other than that, nothing. That is what we are calling knowledge. The knowledge means realization, that you realize that what you have been thinking, what you thought it could be, that's really truth. So that comes with tools keep becoming subtler. So alignment with that. This is the alignment in every way. In experience alignment, in understanding alignment, asking question or anything. Behavior, everything. So alignment is clear, that you are clear. What is, how it is. How you are, where you are. In earlier days they used to do, now also they are doing, that only Purva Paksha, that where are you standing? Their own words be moved. This is my understanding, I am standing here, what should be next for me? Otherwise it is infinite, we will not know. In same word I mean something else, you may mean something else. And it will not work. So alignment is there. Then there's moderation. Moderation is generally in your behavior. So many factors are there. Your karma, your past tendencies, is a whole of you. So moderation is a little tedious part. Moderation comes into behavior, then you exactly know. Now 1 second you were what we are saying, now it is not needed. Exactly, it's over. So that balance. Because anything higher, it becomes subtle, it is much more enjoyable. Are the fool only wise go to the divinity? Because they know it is much more enjoyable than any other worldly thing. But you need some kind of taste and of course your sadhana to start enjoying. Everybody cannot enjoy painting even. If it is abstract painting, much more difficult to enjoy. You have to be some. So that way, this is, if your more and your senses are purified, you enjoy it more. So that when this happens, moderation, then it is not that something you are being deprived of. Even when you want to say or anything you want to do, more you keep as a result, more you will enjoy. After some time, it's like enjoyment of the reserve all the time. Anybody wants, you can give. And it is not that you are keeping it, that you are selfish. No, because nobody is asking. Otherwise, as one very famous saint said, and I said, how correct? He says, Krishna is always available, Arjuns are difficult to find. Because that is truth. He is all pervasive. Whenever you are ready, that's what we are saying in Sahaj Smriti Yog very clearly, that this is an open secret. If anywhere in the world a seeker is ready, it's his duty to send a guru or send him to the guru. It's today truth. Anybody can verify. He can go and sit in a corner and close his room. This is my guarantee, I am saying it. Somebody will knock there. Or he will have to feel like open the door and go somewhere. So this is such a open, but how can you see? Until you experiment with that. And the revelation is practice. Yeah.
Guruji, also for me, I have seen in meditation, what happens is when the physical part is okay, physical part in the sense the temperature is okay and everything, like in very cold or when very hot, I'm not able to do properly.
Correct.
So is that what happens usually, and why does this happen? Why do I identify so much with the body, and how does one kind of come out of this?
See, earlier what has happened is, we have read stories, so many stories, and there are two stories. Not that story, when we say our way of telling ourselves to preserve it, Indic way has been to keep telling stories, because we were wise people. We always thought dry facts don't go along. What you in this sun mein aisa hua, waisa hua, who is going to remember? When there is some story with some interest, that then we say try to remember that. That should be, our mind is like that. So they understood our psychology and they have put the stories. So they are not stories. They are woven in such a metaphor, such a way that you start enjoying that. So this is the point. So the stories are that saints used to meditate in caves, in snow and everything. Yes, that is true. But now, not necessary now. We have warm spaces and everything. We can make use of that. And we should be, because this is, that you remember that time. Now that kind of physics we do not have. When we were hunter food gatherers, our bodies used to be capable of taking everything. So it was easy. I mean, it was luxury if you have this thing, Mrakshala, and sit over it. It's a luxury. Now that we have come a long way. So now we are looking as, still we say, no, you should not become too much comfortable, but you should be convenient at least. So this is not anything negative into that. You should have what now and currently what we are in situation. We should always try that we are not going for comfort. Very small. That is also part of moderation only. That suppose we are sitting, or we could have, now we are sitting on ground. Now we could have sit on cots also, or some foam or something very big. No, we don't go that, because current is stated like so. This is common sense, that we don't go for comfort, we go for convenience, that this much is okay. So sitting in meditation in this way is okay. We should not give ourselves such suggestion that only we should be in a position to undergo any hardship and all. That excess is not, because this is not the situation we are in today. We only have worked in so many words and we have created this kind of environment for ourselves. So moderation always. In any situation, best to me it appears agricultural society was the best suited for human being. This is my understanding. That was good. Everything was in moderation. Before that, it was troublesome, and after that, also it is troublesome. The industrialization starts, and a different kind of world we encounter, pollution and everything. Agriculture, everything was cycling with nature. Before that, it was hunting and food gathering. That was also difficult to look for some kind of. I mean, if you are looking from today's angle, because some would say no, that was not tough, that was good, nothing you have to make. But yes, you know that this much will be comfortable, that you curtail. Keep it convenient. A little bit of, see that feel, a little bit it is not that much comfortable, that is good. If it has become convenient, then mind start working in different way. It will look for more comfort. So these are very small negotiating points everywhere. We know, and the right way is no. Because Sahaj, that's why we say spontaneous it should be, whatever situation. Yeah. Endurance only in intelligence there. That clearly that we understand things as they really are. So that our communication with society, we have too many things now. We have to, howsoever attained we may be, but when you go outside in the society, you have to speak in their lingo and in their everything. So there these things works. Intelligently you understand things and communicate with people.